Sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, can we start, sir?
Please, ma'am. Thank you,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay, okay. Kritika, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Start the session, ma'am.
Okay. Jivareka?
Yeah, I am here. Shall I start, ma'am?
Start.
You can start.
Our goals can only be reached through a vehicle of plan, in which we must fervently believe and upon which we must vigorously act. There is no other route to success. Pablo Picasso. Jai Vasavi, a breezy morning to 100 present here for this informative session on fostering on an innovator. IIC and Rotaract Club of Sri Kanika Parameshwari Arts and Science College for Women. I assure that all will gather more information at the end. Let's begin now. I invite Rotaract Kritika to welcome the gathering.
Good morning, everyone. If opportunity doesn't not build a door, a pleasant good morning to one and all gathered here. I, Rotaractor Kritika, take pride and privilege in welcoming you all for this wonderful session on the topic fostering an innovator mindset. On behalf of our correspondent Gugilam Ramesh sir, Principal Dr. T. Mohanashri ma'am, Vice Principal Dr. P.B. Vanita ma'am, I take immense pleasure in welcoming our resource person of the day, Mr. M. Sesha Sai sir. Welcome, sir. I now welcome all the IIC staff and student coordinators, Rotaract staff coordinator who are tirelessly working for our success. And I welcome all the participants who are eagerly waiting for the session. I'm sure you will grab more information you are seeking for. Once again, I welcome one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, Kritika. Now I invite Rotaract Sonali to welcome the resource person of today's session.
Everyone, I feel really honored to introduce our resource persons of today's section, Ms. M. Sesha Sai sir. He is the one of the first to start bubbly chop canned water in Chennai in 1994 and partnered in Coca-Cola in manufacture and distribute Kinley waters. He also promote and manage the large mineral water factory in Asia in team of capacity in 2003. He was the distributor of Nokia phones and bagged the awards of the best distributor for Indian in 2009. Ms. Sai took the sabbatical and joined as a professor in Satya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, teaching marketing concepts and rural entrepreneurship for management students 2012 and 15. Later, he started Farm Guru School for city children to understand agriculture and farming. He is the part of the Round Table India and become the best chairman of the country. Ms. Sai was awarded Best Rotarian for Rotaract Club of Madras during 2018 and received the Pole Star Award for the Best Secretary for the Rotaract district. He also got the award of the Best Youth Rovers district in 2017 and 2018 for the Rotaract district 3232. He is Honor Counsel for Republic of Seychelles and recently got elevated to become the Honor Counsel General for Republic of Seychelles for South Indian. On behalf of SKPC management, I welcome you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sonali. Now I invite the resource person, Mr. M. Sesha Sai sir, to take over the session. You may please take over the session, sir.
Thank you, Sonali. That was awesome of you. And it's been a wonderful day for me. It's very bright and sunny. I would like to thank the management for giving this wonderful opportunity. So let me put back the presentation because there was a... Okay, can you all see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, in Japan, the way they greet is they bow to each other and say moshi moshi. Kritika, what do they say in Japan? Moshi, Moshi is what they say. Okay. And they bow to each other like this. And in China, if you have watched a Kung Fu movie, definitely Sonali would have watched a Kung Fu movie. They would hit their fist and bow down. Right? And when I say Salam Alaikum, a lot of you people would reply back by saying Walaikum Salam. All the three actually means have peace in mind is what it means. So, Moshi Moshi actually means have peace and peace. This means myself and Kritika might have a physical fight, but mentally we are great friends. And that's why I don't have a fight is what it means. And when I say Salam Alaikum, it actually means may peace be with God. That's what it means. In India, how do we greet, Sonali? In India, how do we greet? Namaskar. Yeah, Namaskaram is actually the verb form of Namaskar, which is the noun. So in South India, except in Tamil Nadu and Kerala, everywhere else they say Namaskar, or maybe little in Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka also. But all of them would say Namaskar or Namaskara. So which actually means I see divinity in you and I bow to the divinity in front of me. Right? And similarly in Tamil Nadu, except Tamil Nadu, everywhere else is mostly to do with Namaskar. So in Tamil Nadu alone, we say Vanakkam. Vanakkam la ik irundhalum ak அப்படின்ற ஒரு sound வரும். And in my opinion, it means, Kirtika, the two eyes of mine is looking at the divine eye of yours and I'm bowing to the divinity. என்னுடைய ரெண்டு கண்கள், Sonali, the two eyes of mine, என்னுடைய ரெண்டு கண்கள் இருக்கும் அந்த நெற்றிக்கண்ணான கடவுளை பார்த்து நான் உங்களுள் இருக்கும் அந்த நெற்றிக்கண்ணான கடவுளை பார்த்து நான் வணங்குகிறேன். மறுபடியும் சொல்றேன், என்னுடைய ரெண்டு கண்கள் உங்களுள் இருக்கும் அந்த நெற்றிக்கண்ணான கடவுளை பார்த்து நான் வணங்குகிறேன். So vanakkam to Vinita madam, Dr. Vinita madam, vanakkam to Mohana Shri, principal madam, vanakkam to Gugilan Ramesh, vanakkam to Vinita, vanakkam to Dr. Sumati madam, vanakkam to P.M. Nishita, and finally, vanakkam to Kirtika and Harika from the Rotaract Club of SKPC, right? So, today, the topic which was given to me was something slightly off, which I had spoken in the month of February already on the design. So, when Sonali explained about my profile, she also said I'm the honorary counsel. What is honorary counsel is what I want to take a minute of your time. So I am the honorary counsel for a country called Republic of Seychelles. Where is Republic of Seychelles? It is in the middle of Indian Ocean. You can see in the map, it is very near to Kenya and little above Madagascar, and somewhere here you have the Mauritius and Maldives, little above that, and it's 105 islands. So any issue in that country of people who are living here, I'm supposed to take care of them. Okay. And I am appointed by the President of India and the President of Republic of Seychelles. Right. And this is the President is Kalawan sir, Honorable Kalawan sir. And his forefathers originally are from India. And last October, he became the new president for the Republic of Seychelles. He is the old president and is a great friend of mine. He is honorary president, Mr. Danny Fior. And he had come to Chennai at least 5 times in the past. And this is a picture of me with him where he had come to Chennai to do some shopping. When I say shopping, what he would have shopped is that we went to L&T, Larsen and Togo, to buy some ships, Coast Guard ships. So that's what we were shopping for. We went to 3 places and finally we decided on a particular Coast Guard boat, which has been manufactured by the Visakhapatnam Boat Yard. I had the opportunity to meet the Prime Minister twice, and because of this position, I was given this wonderful opportunity. And I also had the opportunity to be with a lot of eminent people. I don't want to go through all the names, but this is one function which is dear to my heart. It is an event which happened in Pondicherry University, where we commemorated the first ever man who went from India, especially from Pondicherry, because it's a French colony and they had reached Seychelles 250 years ago. Now, the best thing I had done for Seychelles is that these were about 42 patients and other about close to about 60 to 70, totally 111 patients and citizens of Seychelles during the month of May in 2020 were stranded in Chennai, and my job was to take them back to their country and to their homes. So I had to write to a lot of people, and finally on May 19th, all these people were able to go back to Seychelles, and you can see that most of them are Indians there because they had come to India to take care of their families or attend a wedding or buy some things for their country, right? And this is one of the testimonial which I feel very proud of, because this lady, Govindammal, who's an Indian diaspora there, she had not gone and seen their children for almost about 40, 50 days, and she was very desperate to go back. So the special flight, which was allowed by the Ministry of External Affairs, came to Chennai, and once she went back, that's the message she gave me, and that's the most satisfying experience for me as being a honorary consul general for this wonderful country, which is very scenic and beautiful. It's got a lot of beaches and a lot of, hillocks. Most of them want, when they retire, they want to be in a hill, and some people want to be in a beach. This is the one country which has got both the combinations. Now, coming back to today's lesson, it is fostering an innovative mindset. The original discussion was that I talk about my entrepreneurship. I had started by entrepreneurship. I'm a second generation entrepreneur, where I first put into my father's shoes, and I was taking care of his business for about 5 years. My father was a tobacco merchant, and he used to bring a lot of tobacco from Andhra Pradesh, and kind of a deal. Like all of you, most of you are Telugu people there. My father also is, my grandfather is originally from Vijayawada, and we have settled in a place called Kandiarpet, which is very near to your place. And at that point, in 1995, I had the opportunity to do mineral water, where mineral water was at that time a luxury, and we wanted to kind of educate the people and kind of bring them together to have this wonderful opportunity for them to have good cleaning drinking water. The tagline at that point of our time was that 80% of the diseases are basically from waterborne, and if you drink clean drinking water, you will not have 80% of the diseases, was the tagline at that point of the time. And we were the first to start mineral water business in bubble tops. There were bottles, there were cans, but bubble top, along with another company called Team, which was in Vandalur, they were ahead by us by about 6 months. But in terms of success, we had been extremely successful. And that is why we were able to partner with Kinley Water. And during the year 2003 and 2004, our factory, which is in Sholavaram, still is the largest mineral water factory at that point of a time. Today, a lot of other bigger factories which have come in Indonesia and all those places. So ours was the largest mineral water factory in Asia. Now, I want to talk to you about innovation. Last time when I spoke to you on the design, I used the same example, which I want to repeat again, is that, we have Kiran here. Kiran from second BCom, I think, am I right? Kiran, can you unfold and talk, say hello to me, Kiran? Or, yeah. Hi, Kiran. Okay. Kiran, in her previous birth, is actually from Rajasthan. And Kiran had only one problem, taking bath. The reason why Kiran had the problem of taking bath is because her mother, like in the picture, was carrying 4 pots of water. One for cleaning the house, one for cooking, one for, cleaning the clothes of Kiran, and 4th is for her to take bath. Because Kiran did not want to trouble her mother, she never used to take bath. But Kiran had a wonderful friend called Kavya. Kavya was the neighbor for Kiran. And you know what she used to do? She used to take a cycle tire like this, and every day she used to roll. Have you seen a lot of small children doing that? Kiran is a very, very intelligent person. Nobody is as intelligent as Kiran, because she kept on seeing Kavya doing this cycle tire, every now and then. Then she got one of the most beautiful ideas ever in the world. She took a car tire, put a tube inside, and filled with water, and started rolling water instead of carrying water. And after Kiran did that, she started taking bath one, and she did not trouble her mother, and lot of ease was there for mother, and Kiran did not feel guilty about bringing water from a long distance. But you have to look at this, what UNICEF had developed for the women in Rajasthan. This is the wonderful idea Kiran had got through, and you can see that it is really beautiful for all of us to understand that a small idea from Kiran and a beautiful rolling by Kavya had developed such kind of a beautiful innovation. So this is innovation. And in India, we don't require big innovations. What we require is a very small, frugal innovation. What frugal innovation is, with little things, if you're able to achieve something which is different and which can change the life of some person, that is frugal innovation. I'm going to give you a small example. By way of a film, if you can look at this film, you will understand how that creation can actually make a beautiful, I mean, a lot of people who does not have education also can do a lot of innovation. And this is all frugal innovation from people who had never ever gone to the school except for one, Ramya Josh, which will come in the second video. Please have a look at this. Can you hear the video, please? I mean, can you hear the audio?
No, sir. No, sir.
No, you can't hear the audio. So what I will do is I will reduce this. And okay.
ലോകം മുഴുവൻ ഞാനത് കാണാറുണ്ട്. തേങ്ങ എൻ്റെ തലയിൽ വീണപ്പോഴല്ലേ എനിക്ക് ആ ആശയം ഉദിച്ചത്. സാമ്പത്തിക ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുകൾ കൊണ്ട് എനിക്ക് പഠിക്കാൻ സാധിച്ചില്ല. എങ്കിലും ഞാൻ വിജയത്തിൻ്റെ ചവിട്ടുപടികൾ കയറി. നാട്ടുകാരിപ്പോൾ എന്നെ സ്പൈഡർമാൻ എന്നാണ് വിളിക്കുന്നത്. മൈ ടെക്നോളജി.
ഇത് വളരെ ലളിതമാണ്. ഇത് ആകർഷകമായ ഒരു ഇലക്ട്രോണിക് ഉപകരണമല്ല. പക്ഷേ അച്ഛന്റെ കറണ്ട് ബിൽ കുറയ്ക്കുന്നു. എനിക്കറിയാം ഇത് ശബ്ദം ഉണ്ടാക്കുന്നുണ്ടെന്ന്. പക്ഷേ എന്റെ ടീച്ചർ പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ട് ഈ ലോകം ഒരു പൊട്ടിത്തെറിയുടെയാണ് ഉണ്ടായിട്ടുള്ളതെന്ന്. My technology.
नाव का इंतजार मुझे
वीडियो बन रही यार।
मुझे मेरे प्यार से मिलना ही था। मेरी बेकरारी ने मुझे आविष्कारी बना दिया। पर प्यार को भी आविष्कार का सहारा लेना ही पड़ता है। आविष्कार ही मेरी नूर का नूर है, नई खोज ही मेरी जिंदगी का जमीन। माई टेक्नोलॉजी।
So all of you saw that innovation, all these people except Ramya Josh, who's from Trivandrum, all of them were not educated from a proper college. So all of you also have this opportunity to get that innovation, like how we had, a couple of people who had done that cycle tire and brought the beautiful innovation, right? So it is very important when such ideas come, please pass it on to your teachers or whoever is your guru, or pass it on to your friends and kind of take a lot of information in terms of how to develop such kind of a, opportunity in terms of developing a new innovation, right? So let me go back to the lesson. Right. So you saw that innovation, and more important, how do you get that kind of innovation is our topic today. How an innovative mindset can be developed among yourselves, and how you can actually bring out phenomenal ideas in life is what the madam has given me the topic as. I'm going to not talk to you about very many points. I'm going to talk to you about only 4 points. The 4 points which is done by the great lesson at the Stanford University was, first is to have curiosity, second is to have ambiguity tolerance. Now ambiguity will be, okay, I'll explain to you later, and affirmative judgment, and finally persistence. These are the 4 things which are very much required for you to have an innovative mindset. And if you want to develop a startup or a new idea, these 4 things keep on having in mind. In terms of spiritual, I would like to tell you how somebody can get a lot of ideas is when you don't have any baggage in your mind. When your mind is very clear, only then new ideas will come into your mind. If you're already occupied with a lot of things like, making more money, I want to eat pizza today, I want to watch Rajinikanth's first movie on the first day, then your mind is not clear. So the best way to have a free mind is to meditate at least for 15 minutes a day. That way, a lot of burden in you actually goes off. So let me talk about curiosity for you to start with. For example, let us say that there is a particular issue in Chennai, and Kirtika decides, because she is the Rotaract president, and she decides that we need to save water in Chennai. Let us say that is the particular idea she's got. Do you know, if your college has got about 5,000 square feet of terrace, and for an example, I'm going to tell you that in 1,000 square feet of a terrace of your house or school or college, in 1,000 square feet, if there is 1 centimeter of rainfall, it will be 900 liters of water. In Chennai, the average rainfall is 143 centimeters in a year. In the year 2018 and 17, we had more than 200 centimeters of rainfall, which means in 1,000 square feet, you can imagine the kind of water which actually falls on your terrace. You don't have to go to Red Hills. You don't have to go to Chembrambakam. On your terrace, up to 6 months of water, what you require is already there with you. Now, there was this curiosity this Kirtika had developed in her, and she decided to save that water. So she had this wonderful idea. You know what she did? She actually put a pipe, brought it down, and when she was observing the water, when it was slow, when the rain was slow, was flowing directly. But when there was a heavy rain, there is a centrifugal force. The water kept on moving like this, round and round. And she got one of the best ideas. In the pipe, she put 2 holes. The first hole was for the water which can actually swirl around and go on the side. So all the dirty water went down. So that kind of a curiosity of wanting to save water developed this kind of a amazing innovation by Kirtika. I wanted to show you a video as to how this wonderful idea has been developed by one gentleman in Bangalore, actually Chikmagalur.
The downtake pipes from the roof has to be interconnected and lead to the filter unit that has to be connected to the inlet of the rainy filter. The rainwater, along with dirt and debris, flows by gravity through the pipeline, enters into the filter, starts rotating in anti-clockwise direction at the periphery of the upper housing so as to flow into the SS304 filter element placed in the lower housing in angular motion at specific velocity, which creates cohesive force at low intensity and centrifugal force during high intensity of rainfall, which aids the filter element to flush out automatically the dirt and debris through the drain outlet and simultaneously divert clean water into the sump or recharging well to the clean water outlet.
So you saw that amazing feat which Kirtika had done, and it is because of her curiosity that she wanted to save water, this kind of a thing happened. So second one is ambiguity tolerance. See, windows, most of you know that windows, okay, we'll take another example. Like, how many of you know a particular festival called Kumbh Mela? Does anybody know what's Kumbh Mela? Can you unfold and tell me, please?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Kumbh Mela is in the north and is the largest religious festival, right? And somebody thought that, they wanted to give every single person who's coming there chapatis. But at the same time, they wanted a sponsor. You know whom they approached? They approached Hindustan Lever. And they said, we require you to sponsor 10 crores of chapatis for the 20 days or whatever, the 7 days, I don't know how many days the Kumbh Mela happened. So Lifebuoy is a soap which they wanted to promote, and they decided that to promote that, they also want advertisement for them. So there was a lot of ambiguity. We should put posters, we should kind of put a lot of hoardings, give pamphlets saying that wash hands and all that. But after all that ambiguity, after all the discussions in the boardroom, finally, one brilliant person, young person, came out with this wonderful suggestion as to how you can actually create a beautiful, presentation as to how the whole 10 crore people who attend Kumbh Mela can kind of get this information. So for which I'm going to show you another video of how Lifebuoy became popular in Kumbh Mela.
Diarrhea still kills 1.1 million children annually in developing countries. Lifebuoy believes this can be averted. The Mahakumbh Mela India 2013, the largest religious festival on the planet. Over 100 million people come here to pray together, live together, and eat together. Lifebuoy soap saw this as the perfect opportunity to convey an important message. Always wash your hands with soap before you eat. Our medium? The roti or Indian bread. Served with almost every Indian meal. And the only way to eat it is with your hands. We created a heat stamp capable of leaving a simple message on a roti Did you wash your hands with Lifebuoy? And over 30 days, a team of 100 people stood in 100 kitchens, stamping over 2.5 million fresh rotis, helping us to reach out to over 5 million visitors at the Mahakumbh Mela.
So you saw that amazing innovation that person has brought in advertising, right? So such kind of an innovation is very much required in our country, especially when we don't have big capital. And even the big companies like HUL had gone through that ambiguity tolerance. They were not sure whether it will be successful, but the whole idea after they've implemented and filmed it, you can see how successful that campaign had gone to almost about 10 crore people in Kumbh Mela. So the next thing is affirmative judgment. So in the year, let us say 2008, there is Windows 8 which is being launched. Windows 8, was not becoming popular because there were a lot of changes which is being done from Windows 7 to 8. And when Microsoft was looking at it in a very big way and wanted to say that we need to make this popular. And how do you think that we can make it popular is the one question they asked on the board or the people who have innovative minds. And the person inside said, if a child can operate Windows 8, then the whole thing can actually become very popular is what they said. Oh, so can we do this experiment of bringing about 20 children and make them the demonstrator for this particular project? They said it's a wonderful idea, but is it possible for the children to understand? For which he went back to the technical team and said, I want you people to make Windows 8, which is user-friendly for children, and they should understand the Windows 8 much better than the adults. Once the communication is gone, that even children can actually make this kind of a wonderful demonstration on Windows 8, then everybody will kind of start buying Windows 8 was the concept which was given. For which this affirmative judgment that the Windows 8 cannot be used by elderly people was totally removed by saying that, yes, if the children can use it, even the adults can use it is the game they played. And look at this wonderful video as to how the Windows 8 was promoted in the year 2008.
Olá, boa tarde. Estaria interessado numa pequena demonstração? Sim. Sim? Podia dar, sim. Eu vou então chamar um colega. Só um minuto.
Posso ajudar?
Quer-me ajudar? Então, explica-me lá.
Então, a primeira novidade do Windows 8 é a password. Depois temos os mosaicos dinâmicos que nos permitem personalizar a nossa página inicial. E se quisermos ter uma página no Facebook.
O senhor é que faz a demonstração?
Eu é que faço a demonstração.
wonderful to see that innovation can happen at any place, and the affirmative judgment of saying this cannot happen. If the children can understand, the elders also should understand is a concept they brought in, and they made a child do a demonstration, and which they've done it really wonderful. And so in trying to get the innovative mindset, you also have to go through this affirmative judgment. And finally, persistence is very, very important. So we spoke about curiosity, we spoke about ambiguity tolerance, we spoke about affirmative judgment, and finally, persistence. Persistence is the most important thing everybody has to understand. See, I had done business with Kinley Water, I had done business with the Nokia phones, I had done business with Airtel, HLL, and even Kingfisher as water. But after some time, I decided that's not the calling of my life, and I decided to teach as a professor in one of the colleges. And subsequently, I had to come back to Chennai because I had a lot of responsibilities for my son and my wife. So after I came back to Chennai, I could not pursue the business which I wanted to pursue because my acumen for business was lost. But then again, my father was having a land near Sholavaram, and in Sholavaram, I decided to do organic farming. And that's why my mom named me Sai, because I probably am a Vivasai, and that's why I'm Sai. So at that point, when I was doing organic farming, I could not sustain. There's a lot of expenditure which was happening because it takes about 5 years for somebody to actually convert a normal land into organic farming. So at that time, I had this persistence that I should make it sustainable. I don't want more money, but I need money at least to make sure that persistence happens. Persistently, I wanted to bring in some kind of a innovation because I had the opportunity of becoming an entrepreneur all my life. And I had to use my abilities of being an entrepreneur at the same time when I had taught the concepts of what marketing is to all you BBA, MBA students, and even some of the doctorates would come from Germany. So I said I should utilize it and make it successful. At that point, I started something called the Farm Guru. The Farm Guru is basically for school children, for them to come to our farm and have a one-day farming experience. They plow, they transplant, they kind of understand how the rice is being made in the farm. And that project became very successful because we put a social cause up in front and started building a business around it. In the year 2019-20, before the pandemic started, the shutdown or the lockout was happening from 23rd of March. That year, that financial year, we had close to about 21,000 children. So whatever excess money we got in that year or the previous year, we used to collect that money and kind of bring corporation schools completely free to our farm and give them the opportunity of the same experience what the elite school had. So till now, almost all schools in Chennai had visited our farm, and that happened because of the persistence. I kept on doing art. I had a fantastic team, and all the team members were part of this wonderful family, and they all had passion towards agriculture. So what is important for all you graduate students is to understand that you need to have passion. And when you have passion on a particular subject, that passion will drive you mad. Like Abdul Kalam had said, the dreams are not dreams when you sleep. The dream is a dream which does not make you sleep till you get that involved yourself into that particular project. So innovation and your innovative minds will be happening only when you have that persistence and only when you have passion towards it. Earlier, the passion was not there because the objective of wanting to earn more money was there. But today, if you are interested in cooking, if you are interested in sailing, if you are interested in a veena, or if you are interested in singing, that itself is a passion. Please continue on the passion. And similarly, as an entrepreneur, if you are passionate to serve the society, at the same time make money, it's awesome. There's a particular proverb which says, for living you take, but for life you give. If you kind of keep that in your mind, you'll be very, very happy. Success is not about earning too much money. Success is about being happy. And how you can be happy is when you kind of make somebody else happy. That is true happiness, is my theory always. And you children will come up in life because you have so much of opportunity to learn and so much of information is available today. Convert one part of your information either through entrepreneurship or your personal life and try to go into that goal, and you people will be great successful people in the world. So I wish you all the best. I would like to take some questions before I wrap up, but please remember these 4 points for a new idea to come into you and how an innovative mind works. One is curiosity. Second is have an ambiguity tolerance, and affirmative judgment is very important. And finally, like how we were persistent that we should bring in a lot of children to our farm was the persistence we had, and we were able to be successful. So thank you once again for the opportunity, ma'am, and I will take some questions. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. That was really an informative and interesting session. I'm sure that all the participants have gathered more infos. Let's move on to question and answer part. Participants, if you have any doubts or questions, you can post it in the chat box so that resource person will answer.
Double Sneha, you have any questions? Sneha. Yes, Vivo 1906, you have a question? Looks like he wrongly put the hand up. Kirtika, President, you have any question?
No, sir.
Okay, either I am very clear or you never understood anything of what I said.
No, sir, it was very clear, sir.
Thank you. I didn't want to take too many concepts. There are so many concepts. In fact, my next slide goes a little complicated, but I thought, thank you, ma'am, for saying, who's that? Somebody said that no questions there. Lalita, ma'am, thank you. Nice of you to say that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for accepting.
Thank you so much.
Request.
Yeah.
It was indeed an interesting one. We have learned many things from the videos you have presented.
Yeah. So because it is I thought it was an in-person meeting, offline. So I prepared differently, but when the moment I came to know, because I am just very near to your college, just about 10 minutes from my house.
Oh, okay.
So next time you please call me for an in-house, in your college. We can have a great interaction because the children require that motivation for them to come up in life. Thank you, ma'am.
Sure. We will get an opportunity again to visit you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Jeevareka?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, sir. If there is a beginning, there will be an end. Yes, the session had come to an end. I invite Dr. Harika to propose the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Jeevareka.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning to one and all present here. It gives me great pleasure to deliver the vote of thanks. First and foremost, I thank Almighty Goddess Vasabamba for making this event a successful one. I take this opportunity to thank our management, Principal Dr. T. Mohanashri ma'am, Vice Principal Dr. P.V. Vanitha ma'am, Vice Principal Academist Dr. Navinay ma'am for extending their constant support and encouragement in all steps ahead. I extend my warm thanks to our resource person, Mr. M. Sheshasai sir, for spending your time with us, sharing your. Thank you so much, sir, for guiding us today. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Harika.
Now, I thank my faculty court.
Thank you, sir. Now, I thank my faculty coordinator of IIC and Rotaract Club for being a great support and encouraging us in everything we do. Thank you, ma'am. Last but not least, I thank all the participants who have stayed till the end of the session. I am sure that everyone have gathered many information regarding innovation and that I will share with your colleagues. Once again, I thank one and all.
Thank you. Harika, did you have breakfast in the morning? Did you have breakfast in the morning,
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes, sir.
And was the breakfast good in the morning?
Yes, sir, it's good.
Right. Okay, listen, children. All of you, when I asked question, the secretary of the Rotaract Club, Harika, when I asked her a question whether she had breakfast, she said yes, 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 yes. You know, that nodding of head is only very peculiar to India. நீங்க அமெரிக்கால போய் ஒருத்தருக்கு பீஸா கொடுத்து சாப்பிட்டீங்களா நல்லா இருக்கா அப்படின்னு கேட்டா அவங்க வந்து இப்படிதான் சொல்லணும். இப்படி சொன்னாங்க அப்படின்னு சொன்னா they will think it is a no. Whereas in India we are very different. We have lot of communication tools which are imbibed. I'll tell you why. When Kritika was a 2-month-old or 2-year-old baby, she started speaking, and when she was speaking, I gave her a chocolate and I told her, Kritika, na chocolate kudutha nalla irka appdinu sonna, she will say yes, right? Nobody taught Kritika to say that. It is in our genes, and the 2 vayasu kulandaikum it will go into the genes. Same way, you are learning so many concepts from the American way. I want all of you to adapt the Indian way, which is very important. In the innovation also, I want you to adapt the innovativeness of India, which is very much required, and the frugal innovation, which is with less money, you should be able to do a lot of productive ideas so that it will benefit to the society. Thank you once again. Namaskaram, Vanakkam, and Mochi Mochi to all of you.
Thank you, Harika, and thank you, sir. Students, the feedback form has been posted in the chat box. Please do fill the form and you'll receive each certificate soon.
Madam, with your permission, can I leave?
Sir,
Yes,
we
sir.
have
Thank you,
one
sir.
small photo session, sir.
Okay. Then they have to open their cameras, no?
Yes, yes.
Hello, open your cameras. All of you put your thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Jivareka, Kritika, Derika, Sneha is not there. Kalal, Kajal Kumari, open your camera, ma. Ma, they're going to take a selfie, ma. I know you are not even there. Sneha. Thank you, Sneha.
Kritika, please take a 4 screenshots, ma.